Good morning. My name is Jason Duncan. I'm one of the product trainers here at American Panel Corporation. Today we're in our training facility. You can see we have a walk-in behind us, and we have our AP7 BCF 70-2 here, one of our blast chiller shock freezer units that we're going to take a look at our new touchscreen controller. This is a 7-inch touchscreen display. It's 100% glove safe, sealed electronics, stands up to the kitchen environment, very, very durable, built to last. You can see nice bright display, very easy to use. What we're going to do is we're going to run through some of the simpler operations and explain some of the cycles and benefits and features of this controller. From the home screen, I have three main options that I can run. I can run soft chill, hard chill, or shock freeze cycles. Soft chill is going to be for delicate items, things such as leafy greens, salad, things you don't want to risk forming a layer of ice or frost on the outside of. The cabinet's not going to get that cold to risk forming that ice. Hard chills for hardier items such as chicken, beef stock, things you're going to par cook and finish at a later time. Shock freeze, that's just going to pull down as hard and quick as it possibly can. It's all about long-term storage with shock freeze. If I come into the hard chill mode, there's three ways that I can run this cycle. I can run it in an automatic mode, which is going to run based on a probe within the food cabinet. It's inserted into the product, and it's going to vary the cycle temperatures and length based on feedback from that probe. Manual, I'm going to run the cycle based on time limits. If I throw the product in, I know that it's a batch of chicken. I can adjust this time. Chicken wouldn't take 2 hours, so I'm going to drop this on down to 1:15. It's going to chill that batch of chicken down and kick over into a holding mode once that timer expires. Throughout the cycle, if I needed to adjust that timer, I can do so accordingly, and that's the manual mode. Something new that we've announced this past NAFM is what we like to call the a la carte mode. This isn't an entirely new concept. Combi ovens have been doing this for some time, calling it either batch or level cooking. We call it a la carte cooking. You have 6 timers that you can operate here. Touching the timer, similar to the manual mode, it will ask you to set a timer. I can come in, I can set a label, say for my chicken. I want it to go for that 1 hour and 15 minutes. I press done, and away I go. The unit will turn on and it will start chilling. I can come back in behind that. Let's say I have some salmon that I want to chill as well. I can come in and change that salmon. It probably wouldn't take that long either. 45 minutes. Select my timer. I currently do not have salmon in my list, but I can just touch on new item. Done. And now I have salmon in my list. I hit done, and you can see I have a second timer that's operating. Once all of those timers have expired, it will kick over into a hold mode. The expired timers will flash ready and prompt the user to pull the product out of the cabinet. Something really new and unique. We're the only ones that do the a la carte mode, and we're really excited to see how people benefit and use it in real world situations. Another neat thing that we've added is what we call the quick start mode. We had users that you've seen what we've done so far. It's really easy and straightforward in how to use this, but we wanted users just one button push. They know where they're cooking. They're cooking the same thing day in, day out, same product. They know how long it takes. They just want one button. So we gave it to them. That's our quick start button, the green button. I push it and away we go. We are preset here with a soft chill manual mode. I'm going to change that in a second and show you just how easy it is to set this quick start mode. But right now the unit's running and chilling the product all at the press of one button. To program the quick start button is really simple. If I come into my settings menu, it's going to ask me for a passcode. My default passcode is going to be 444. Hit log in. It's going to prompt me with the settings menu. If I click the quick start icon, I can select soft chill, hard chill, or shock freeze. I'm going to select hard chill, and I can go with automatic, manual, or a la carte modes. Whichever I select here is what is going to pop up when I hit that green quick start button. I'm going to go with hard chill manual since that's what is most commonly used in a real world situation. I can also program it with my chicken. Let's say I'm running a chicken joint. I can program it so that chicken is the automatic label associated with that quick start button as well. I hit home and now you can see it says hard chill, manual mode, and we're all set. Hard chill, manual, and my label for the chicken. If we take a look below the features we've already talked about, we have 6 other buttons. We have a food thaw button. All of our units are capable of being equipped with a food thaw probe. If you have frozen chickens, frozen turkeys, you throw them in the cabinet overnight, you probe them with a stainless steel food probe, and overnight it's going to thaw that product using the residual heat within the cabinet and keep the product entirely within food safety ranges. All of that process is fully HACCP compliant, fully HACCP reported, and you can pull that data just as you would any of the chilling cycles. The second option we have is sterilize option. At the end of the day, you wipe the cabinet down, you clean the coil, you clean the fans off, and you run that UV sterilization cycle. It's just an additional step in the cleaning process throughout the day to help promote food safety. Coil defrost. If you run a freezing cycle, this particular unit, we have a drain pan underneath, but you do need to run an air defrost coil cycle. If I hit coil defrost and hit start, fan turns on, 15 minutes later the coil's defrosted and I'm ready to run my next cycle. Probe heat. If I'm running a shock freeze cycle, at the end of that cycle, obviously that probe is more than likely going to be stuck in that product. If I push probe heat, it's going to come on, it's going to run for 5 to 10 seconds, heat the tip of that probe, and allow me to pull it out of the food product. Reports. I mentioned that everything is available and tracked in a fully HACCP compliant report. The temperature the product comes into the cabinet, the temperature the product comes out, the length of time that the cycle runs, temperature throughout the cycle of the products. In the a la carte mode, you're going to have various cycles, various timers. All of that is HACCP compliant and recorded within the unit. You can print it to a CSV file, a comma file, common. It's essentially a Microsoft Excel file that you can keep electronically for your records. Settings, there's various settings we can get into. I'm not going to get too in-depth with that. We recommend you refer to the manual to get into the actual settings. We went through and we talked about how to program the quick start button, the Wi-Fi. Oh, Wi-Fi. Let's talk about Wi-Fi. Another neat feature of our new touchscreen controller is that it has the capability to hook into a Wi-Fi network. By adding a Wi-Fi module, there's 2 ways we can do this. We can either connect via peer-to-peer, where I connect directly to the unit using a wireless device. Either Android or iOS devices work. Here I've got one of the newer iPads, but you can see it's a spitting image of what I see on screen. I can use this to monitor the unit, keep an eye on my cycles, know where I'm at, or if I want to retrieve my HACCP data, I can do that via the device. Here you can see I've got, this is one of our demo units we take and do tests and demos with. So I've got quite a bit of data in here, but like we mentioned earlier, all your entry temps, exit temps, temperatures throughout the process are going to be available via this unit. The other option is via a wireless network. We can tie this controller into the building's wireless network, and then I can access this data and keep an eye on the cycles from wherever I am as long as I'm connected to that same network. Another neat thing that this allows us to do is it allows us to send wireless or electronic alerts. There's a lot of safeguards and features built into this that run behind the scenes. And if there's any kind of out of the normal conditions or temperature alarms or compressor alarms, it can remotely notify the user that's programmed into the unit, either via email or via text message. So it really allows you to keep an eye on the cycles that are going on and alert you if something is out of the norm. That concludes this video. We invite you to visit AmericanPanel.com and learn everything you could possibly want to know about American Panel and its products. Thanks again for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.